Alright, so it's recording. So I'll do dropped from rest. Here. Dropped. And that word dropped means from rest. And that means velocity initial is 0. You guys with me? And that's one possibility. And then let's say thrown down. And you guys want down or up to be positive. It doesn't matter, but you have to pick one. Negative? Okay, so let's say down is negative. That would mean your initial velocity is negative. It's less than 0. And then let's say thrown up. I don't mean throw up, I mean thrown up. Not funny. Okay. And then up is positive. So that means that your initial velocity is going to be positive. So V naught is going to be greater than 0. Alright? So let's do the easy ones first. Y, Vy, and then AY. Y'all good? So if you drop something from rest and down is negative, right? Again, down, negative. Then your velocities, I like to start with the velocity graph because it's easier. Your velocity graph looks like that, your acceleration looks like that, right? And then I need negative velocities, so I need negative slopes that get steeper. So my graph could start anywhere depending on what position I drop it from. I'll have the object speed up in the negative direction and I'll make the ground 0. That's one way you could do it. There, now my position graph is correct. Alright, so now I'll do thrown down. Alright, this is Y. This is velocity in the Y direction. And this is acceleration, time. Alright, so now when I start, I have a negative beginning velocity. Start with your velocity graphs, it's easier. And then there I go. And what makes this hard is when I want to find displacement, I have a triangle and I have a rectangle to worry about. So it's a little bit harder. The acceleration graph, though, did that change? No. So nothing about the acceleration changed. It's the same. Cool? And then the position, well, if you throw something down, your slope's already negative in the beginning, and it just has to get steeper, like in a curve. So it doesn't start out flat. That's all. And then our position graph, velocity, acceleration for an object thrown up. T. Now I got an object thrown upwards, right? So again, start with your velocity graph. They're usually the easiest. Or your acceleration. Acceleration didn't change the whole time. It's the same. Now my velocity has to start positive up here, right? And the object's going to go up, slow down, and then it's going to speed up in the negative direction. And this is what we got yesterday when we video analyzed it. And then you'll notice if your object's thrown up, it's thrown in the positive direction. So your slopes start out positive, they get less steep. Right where it flattens out should be this moment in time here. Yeah, for sure, bro. And then if you look at the second half of the motion, the slopes on your position graph get steeper and they're negative. So you got this. And again, that's what you got yesterday. So that's the whole picture. And you should also be able to do it if we made up negative, down positive, right? So the only thing that would change, maybe I do that in a different color. Well, I'll do that here. So if we changed everything and made down positive, this goes like that, this goes like that, and that goes like that, right?
It would be opposite from
Yeah, exactly. And then this one, I need a slope that's positive, that starts off with a slope and just gets steeper. And then this one would be like this, positive velocity in the beginning, because if we make down positive and the object's thrown down, it has to speed up. It has to go away from 0 velocity. And then the acceleration's positive if down is positive. And then this last one, down. All right, so yeah, it's kind of like this, because the slopes start off negative because up is negative, and they get less steep, and then the slopes have to get steeper and be positive in the end, right?
That one will just be.
And then this is our velocity graph, right? Our velocities are negative in the beginning, and then they're positive in the end, instead of vice versa. And our acceleration would be positive. So that's how everything flips if you just change the direction that's positive. So that's why you have to choose one way or the other when you start. You guys good?
Yeah.
Bam.